Hey guys, I forgot I had all those little clips of Scott and I driving around the other night and on our anniversary, so I just kind of threw them up there. It's not the greatest video in the world, but it's just us goofing off. And I know some people like to see the videos where it's just he and I, you know, being our silly selves that have been together for forever. And anyway, that's what that was. So while I was trying to get all of that uploaded, because the internet is slow as it can be today, I went ahead and I colored another image without y'all because, you know, I can't, the card for making videos was in the laptop, so I couldn't make another video. So this is one I colored while those videos were uploading, and I was listening to show on Netflix called Midsomer Murders, and Scott says he never would visit Midsomer because, you know, people get killed there, you know, 2 or 3 people at a time on that show. So anyway, this is a little mermaid that Laura sent me, and I don't like how her eyes turned out, but I'll still use her on a card because she's cute. It's just I should have used a narrow black pen around her eyes instead of the green. I just didn't care for how those turned out. And then on this little girl, I went back and put some gold in her hair with the gold glittery pen on her, like curly cues and stuff. So these are kind of setting up and drying. And let's see. Let's see. What did Laura send me? What's cute is she sent me the little boy and the little girl, and that could be a good, cool little birthday card for Aiden and Anastasia for their birthday. I want to do this one of the little girl with the kitty cat, where she's giving her some, looks like a bowl of milk. So I'll just pull one of those out. See that little image there? And she didn't tell me the names on these, so if anybody's interested, just let me know, and I'll see if Laura will, you know, give me the name of the stamp or that she had. So I'll make sure y'all can see. I like to use all these Jelly Roll pens as accent pieces. So I'm going to bring you in just a little bit closer. All right. And let's see. I always kind of like to start with the skin tones. And I like to pick out three different shades, kind of a light, a medium, and a dark. And I've got my sharpener here if I need it. So everybody needs to tell me, what have you been up to? And have you been coloring today? It's just been such a dreary day. And I'll warn you right now, it takes me forever to color an image because I color real light and layer the colors up. I don't use just one color and color harder in some places. I just make little circular motions. This looks almost too pink for her skin, but it'll look all right. Okay. Oh, I didn't do her neck or her face. And Scott returned to work, and I think he was ready. He does real good at care for a few days, and then he starts, it gets to be too much, I think, or he just starts getting exasperated. It's just, it boils down to men aren't made to be the nurturers and the caregivers all that much. They're made to do the providing. And I know that sounds traditional and kind of sexist, but I don't mean it that way. It's just, I don't know of very many men that wear the caregiver role well, put it that way. All right, I put the dark color on, and I know a lot of people will do opposite and start with their lighter color, but then as I'm laying down this medium color, I go over what I already have down, and then I just expand it out. So he returned to work, and I get tired real easy, and I've been feeling a little sleepy, and I probably should be napping right now, but I thought I'd come on and color something else with y'all. I'm probably covering the camera up so it's not seeing what I'm doing. But I'm just making little circles. This image is just adorable of this little girl feeding her kitty cat. I don't know if y'all can hear, but there's a bird on the feeder breaking seeds up. It's probably the nuthatch. Yesterday when I was sitting here, there was one of the little woodpeckers, I think it was a hairy woodpecker. He showed up with this year's babies, or baby. I only saw the one little one. Okay, and then we'll get the lightest one in. And go over all of it again. This time we're going to go over the whole section. I could have made her a little bit paler, but it's all right. Maybe she's been out in the sun a good bit. Right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of my little stubs. That one's got green on it. This one's more skin. One of the little things, and I'm just going to dip it in the Gamsol. And I know somebody's on here is going to say, you should pour some into a dish, but you know what? Then I got to try to figure out what to do with that I've poured out, and I can just dip it in there like this. And it's mine, and I can use it the way I want to use it. And what this does is it helps with the blending. It really is cool. The blending pencils are real nice too. That's what I've always used. But I'm finding I really like the look the Gamsol does. You can see I did that one and I haven't done that one yet. Can you see the difference? It's like it liquefies the color and moves it around and blends it together, and it just It just looks so nice. Scott lost his pocket knife, and he's been looking for it and looking for it. And then this morning he said, you know what? I know exactly where it is. And I said, where is it? He said, I left it in the surgical waiting room at the hospital. Because he was opening the mail his mother had brought up for us. And he got distracted with talking with her and worrying about me and left it laying in the waiting room. So I don't know if it would do any good to call over there and see if it was turned in or not. Somebody probably just walked off with it. Now this will color the tip of these little things, so I try to keep one for each color family. Like this one was an orange and pink family that I used on the mermaid. That's why I felt like I could use it on this one too. Now, I feel like I need to add... Oh, you know what? I didn't do her ear. Her ear's just there now. Just add a little of that one. Totally forgot her little teeny ear. I'm coming with the little nub thing here. Now, I don't want her lips to be too reddish pink, but we do want a little tinge of pink on her lips. So I might just use this one, and I'm going to sharpen it. And I know you're not supposed to. You're supposed to use Prismacolors a little bit dull, but to make it, you know, onto a small place, I go ahead and I sharpen. I got a trash can off to the side because this sharpener doesn't have a way to catch all the trimmings. All right, let's see. Yeah. And I'm just going to add a little pink. I don't know if this one's even going to show. Add a little pink on her cheek. See, I don't think that one's even... I'm not pressing really hard because I don't want to indent the paper. Let's go just a little bit pinker. Let's try this one. Scott got a whole bunch of pictures the other day of the rabbit that likes to hang out in the front yard, usually when he's not here. So the fact that he was home on our anniversary and he got to see the bunny, he said, "Where's your camera?" So I've got like 16 pictures of the same rabbit. I don't want to make it too big to make her look like she's doing fish lips at the cat. But I do want a kind of a little girl blushy cheek. And I'm just making little light circular motions, and then I'll blend it in. Maybe blend her lips just a little bit in. And that's her skin. All right. Now, her little shirt, I think I'm going to do in pinks. And I like to get, let's do, I'm going to do this one first. This will be my, my dark. So I'm going to do a little bit of dark along where her hat would shade her shirt. again, just tiny, light circular motions. And then I'm going to do a little dark in the little creases on her shirt. And then I'll do a little bit at the back of her arm where her shirt meets her apron. Let's see there how I've added the color. And then I'm going to do just a little bit down here at the edge. Alright, and then I'll go to the next one up here. I'm going to go over what I've done, but then just come just a little bit because I'm just trying to blend a little of this medium range in here. I don't want it to be a hard line. Just real soft circular motion. It's better to layer the color than to try to force it down. And I might add just a little bit of this medium color at her back there where her apron is kind of exposed. And then I'll go over the whole thing here in that little spot and then all over her sleeve. I wonder if Scott will bring me some mail today. I am getting kind of bored here at the house by myself with no little breaks. Yesterday I ran to Family Dollar up the road, and that trip out about did me in on my own. So I said, well, today I'll stick right at the house. When I get tired, I'll take a nap, and I haven't done that yet. I've got some leftover pork tenderloin. I got to figure out something to do with it for dinner tonight. And I think there's one sweet potato left over that we could split, but that doesn't give him any leftovers for lunch tomorrow. So I gotta come up with something. Might need a little bit more Gamsol. This is starting to get dry. And I close it up because I'm a klutz, and I will dump this. And at $8 a bottle, I don't want to do that. And as I said, it takes me forever. Now, to match her shirt, I'm going to go ahead and do the bow on her hat, the same pinks, using the same pink colors. So, let's see, this is part of the bow here. Lots of little circular motion. You hear that's a chickadee. I got the front door open so I can listen to the birds. It's been rather unseasonably chilly here by us. And I see it's snowing in like upstate New York and in Maine. No, thank you. You guys can keep all of that. I'm happy where I am, temperature-wise. In fact, if it could stay like this temperature all the time and never get super hot here, I would love that. Just little circular motions. And I'm sorry if I go quiet, but that's when I'm really thinking about where to take the color and focusing on getting it kind of even on, so that when I come through with the little blending stub with the Gamsol, it'll be barely no work at all to push the color into place, you know? And if my camera cuts out, I'm sorry. It's just acting up something fierce today. I don't know. I'm hoping it'll act better now that I've removed a bunch of the pictures on there. Not pictures, but videos. Oops, and I bumped y'all. Sorry, guys. This would be really cute if I had some flowers made up, but lifting my my Sizzix Big Shot right now is a no-no. It's a little on the heavy side, and I'm not supposed to be lifting anything too heavy because we don't want to undo all the good work. That the doctors have done. But I am going to need to lay down for a little while. I'm kind of tired. So everybody that's battling illness or recovery, I hope all is going well for y'all. And I haven't checked my email today. I need to do that. I'm expecting an email from Linda, who has a Facebook group called Studio ABC, and she's been looking for non-video creators to participate in a blog hop, and I still needed a partner for it, and the theme is going to be Under the Sea. So if you are a non-video YouTube watcher that would like to have some of your creations exposed on YouTube without having to do a video, please let us know. There'll be other hops if this one works out. And if you're like, you do a blog but you don't want to do YouTube videos, this kind of thing would be a good way to get your blog some exposure, wherever you share your art, if it's not YouTube. And the person I contacted just has too much on her plate right now, and I completely understand. So, and I've told Linda if we can't find me a partner this time, I'll just wait till next time, because I am recovering from this surgery and all. All right, so I made her bow match her little shirt, and her skin's done. And let's see, I think that's all I'm going to do pink. So I'm going to put these 3 pink ones back in the box. And I think I want to do her little hat to look like straw. So let's see, what do I have here? I'm trying to find my browns, which are in the bottom. Again, this is the complete set of Prismacolors that my youngest sister bought me for my 50th birthday. I'm still tickled with them as I was the day she got them for me. And I'm going to use this one. It's actually the bronze, and I'm just going to use it for the darkest marks on here. And maybe some shading under the bow, there and over here. Just drawing in the little circly motions under the flowers. I think I'm going to do the flowers in yellow. This isn't really working too good. Let's see what else I've got. I'm trying to aim for straw colors. Maybe this would be closer to straw. Oh, and I got some thumbs down on my share of, you know, my before and after shots after surgery when I'm still kind of swollen. You know, I'm sharing this kind of stuff just to be informational for people that are, you know, might have an umbilical hernia that, you know, would like to see some results of what is taken care of and how they do it and that kind of stuff. And so I got some thumbs down on that one. And to me, that's just hateful people spreading hate. And I wasn't going to say anything about it. And I've changed my message on that video. You know, if you're not interested in something, don't even watch it. You don't have to watch it. Nobody's sitting there telling you you have to watch these videos on umbilical hernia if you're not interested, you know. What's the point in giving thumbs down to someone that's only trying to be helpful to other human beings? You know, there's enough hate in the world. You don't have to be hateful. We all treat each other with a lot more kindness. We'd all get a lot farther. Brutalizing each other and tearing each other down is not how you're going to make the world a better place. You don't win friends and influence people by being the meanest bully on the block. It doesn't work that way. If you look out for your fellow man, everybody can take care of each other. I need to go back to the pinks because I just realized, and I'm going to just take this one here and just fill in. I missed some of the bow, and it's just little bits. That's the thing about these little images, is you can miss something and not even realize it. Okay, now see that tip's not going to work. These are both green. I might get another one out. So basically, just be nice to each other and be nice to people, especially people you don't even know that are just sharing info to be helpful. You know, I thought that was kind of mean. So, if you subscribe to me just to be mean, you know, you're not going to win me over or anything. So, it'd be nice if you just unsubscribe. Go hate on somebody else if you really feel the need, because I won't give you no more never mind. Put it that way. So, I think my next video I'm going to come on and do my challenge giveaway. I've got to divide all the stuff I have in my bag up into 3 to 5 different little prize packages, and then I'll be ready to go. Sorry guys, it cut off again, so I don't know what you've seen, so I'm just going to show you. I've been talking away. I don't know how long it's been where it hasn't been recording. But anyway, I'm going to do her hair next, and I'm going to do it in some brown. I can find the brown. But I was just talking about how, and I don't know when this cut off, so if I'm repeating myself, it'll be just for like a split second. I had some hateful thumbs down put on my video where I shared my before pictures and my after pictures when I was still kind of swollen. And, you know, that's just hateful and unnecessary. So that's all I'm going to say about that. And if this is somebody that is actually took the time to subscribe to me, do me and yourself a favor and unsubscribe because, you know, it's not going to do anything for me for you to be hateful, and it'll just hurt you to be hateful in the long run. So just move on. Try to be kind to the next person you come across. And everybody else, thank you for your love and support. So I'm just coloring her hair now, some browns. Going over what I started with the first color. And then this last one I'm going to put in, it's more of a reddish brown. I was hoping to have a lot more images colored up, but I hadn't really felt very well the last couple days, so I'm getting a few done here and there. And now I think I can use the stub that's a little orange on this one to blend in this brown hair a little bit. And I do want to do the flowers yellow. I really love how this evens the coloring out. And she looks so cute. I don't know what to do about her eye. Maybe I'll just see if I can get my white going and just put a little dot on her eye. Let that dry. Alright, and now we need to do the flowers up, and I'm only going to use 2 colors on the flowers because they are so tiny. So we'll just flick in some yellow here. I don't even know if it's going to show up. There's a big bird on the porch. I can hear its wings going. And I'm going to mix up simple sugar water for the hummingbirds, because that red stuff that they sell you to feed hummingbirds actually is not good for the hummingbirds at all. My sister-in-law has a good bit of it here in the refrigerator, but I refuse to use it because Birds in Bloom, even the magazine, said that not to give that to them because it makes them sick and can kill them. So I'm going to mix up my own. If anybody's interested in that, leave me a comment and let me know, and I'll share how you do that. Okay? It's just a simple sugar water. I'm just making these hearts on her hat red. I don't know what look I'd have using the glossy accents. I don't have a fine tip for that. Actually, I have some but that Laura sent me. Might can try to use those. Just checking to make sure this thing is. And while I've got this red out, I'm going to do some on this bowl stripe. Like so. And then come down a couple shades, because this stripe is kind of narrow. I'm not gonna go all the way across, because when I bring the blending thing in, it'll fill it in. Okay. Come in from that way. Come in from that way, and then I'll just smooth the hearts out up here. So stinking cute. Alrighty. So here she is so far. And I think I'll make her apron yellow too, but I'm going to bring in one other darker shade that I didn't really have room to use on the flowers. And I'm going to color her apron with y'all. Oops, sorry guys. And then I'm just going to go off screen and finish her up so that this video is not super long. I don't know how many people would sit and watch me color a whole image, because it does take me a while. And of course, you know, her blue jeans have to be blue. And then her little patches. I'll have to think of something really cute to do with her patches on her jeans. And besides that, I'm reaching a point where I need to go lay down for a while. So we'll finish the apron up and then I'll let you guys go. And while these are uploading, I'll go lay down for a while. If you do have a hernia and you decide to get it repaired, keep in mind it's 4 to 6 weeks recovery. Don't get upset and discouraged. Just be patient. It'll all be worth it in the long run. Of course, that goes with any surgery. It's just this is my first experience. This is the first surgery I've ever had. I've been really healthy most all my life up until I turned about 45. And then that's when things started getting kind of hairy for me, health-wise. Alright, there's her little apron. Let's see, this one's got some Gamsol still on it, and it's kind of an orange color. So if I start up at the darkest color, blending it in. You can hear that refrigerator in the kitchen too. It's acting crazy. And it stopped. Yay! No more refrigerator noise. Alright. So I'm gonna finish her jeans and the kitty cat off camera later on. Right now I think I'm gonna go lay down. And thanks for watching, guys. Leave a thumbs up and a comment and like, share, do all that kind of stuff. And try to be nice to each other and to me. Alright, bye guys.